Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, we're over here with Alison at Creative Kitchen and Bath, the place to come to if you're looking to renovate your bathroom or your kitchen. We've done some segments over here now. Absolutely beautiful stuff.
I know, and they just know how to match things up. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
I guess that's what a designer's for. But I mean, they really know how to match textures and colors
and when you have no idea where to start, of course, give Derek a call. He's one of the lead designers over here that can come into your home and give you a whole new perspective of what's possible. Okay, now. We've done our little spiel for Creative Kitchen and Bath. It's now time to talk about what we are cooking today, Alison.
Well, again, all this week I'm trying to focus in on just some simple, healthy, options.
Yeah.
And we're going to do roasted root vegetables.
Nice.
People are always looking for ways to, eat vegetables, different ways of preparing them. And roasting just, again, is one of those things that is very simple to do, but people sometimes are like, I just don't know exactly how.
Yeah.
And how do you make your vegetables so delicious? And how do I do that at home?
Yeah, gotcha.
So I have a lot of different combinations. And when I say root vegetables, I'm talking about your beets, your carrots, your Brussels sprouts. And then I have a couple that I like to mix in. Turnips, which is kind of gets a bad rap. People don't eat turnips that often. And then rutabagas.
What?
A rutabaga.
What is that?
This is a rutabaga.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's like a root vegetable. It almost looks like a potato, but it's a little bit different. It's got a different flavor. So here's what I do.
It certainly has a different smell.
But rutabaga is wonderful.
Okay.
So I take all my root vegetables. I'm going to start to prep those up. So with the Brussels sprouts, I just cut the core off the bottom.
Of course.
And then we can just sit those in a pan and coconut oil, salt and pepper. In the oven they go.
Okay.
But here's the thing. When you're doing a combination of root vegetables, I don't put them all together on the same pan because they all cook a little bit differently. So the trick is cooking your rutabagas, cooking your turnips, cooking your Brussels sprouts.
All separately?
Yes, and then combine them so that you have the perfect texture that you need.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Because what I would normally do is have a big baking dish,
Exactly.
salt
That's
and
what
garlic
most people
it,
do.
put it all in the oven, and then take it all out.
That's exactly what most people do. And I
Okay.
think what ends up happening is at least one or if not two of those vegetables are going to get a little bit overcooked.
Yeah.
And then
We get a bit mushy.
Exactly. And we don't want mushy vegetables.
Exactly.
Our kids don't like it and we don't like it.
Can I just tell you, and I keep dropping my mic, I'm so sorry, I don't know why that's happening today, but I want to tell you one of my little favourite things about baking a vegetable. We, as growing up, we had whole cloves of garlic. We would chop the root area off, heat the oven up into like 450 or something like that, put it, the garlic clove, bottom down into olive oil, bake it, take it out of the oven, separate it with still all its leaf on it, and then just squeeze it into our mouth. And I cannot tell you, the best way of eating garlic you've ever had.
That just is brilliant, and so I'll be doing that very soon.
It's so yummy.
But it is wonderful. I've gone to a restaurant in Chicago, and they just bring that out in a pan with fresh bread, and you just spread it on bread.
Best?
It is amazing. So we will definitely be.
I'd
doing
love
that.
us to do that. That'd be perfect.
So here, mixed vegetables. What I did was again separate them out, put them in the different pans, and then one thing I like to use is I get these herbes de Provence. I pick these up at Trader Joe's, but it's just a wonderful French herb mixture. It's got your thyme, your marjoram, your savory, rosemary, basil, sage, and the trick with this one is a little bit of lavender, and so it gives it this almost like floral kind of flavor, and it just works magic on roasted vegetables.
Good.
Would you like to try one?
Well, and I was going to say to you, do you serve this hot or cold?
You can do either.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you wanted to do this like room temperature, again, this would be really nice with some fresh greens, and you could just have a roasted root vegetable salad.
I notice you've got beetroot here.
Yes, so the beets are a little bit different in terms of how I cook those.
Can you explain how you do that?
Because I'll let you just put these in the bowl.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So with the beets, I will take them off the stalk. And then I do cook these whole, and I don't even peel them. So what I do is I'll wrap these in aluminum foil, a little bit of oil, salt and pepper, and then put them in about 375 to 400. That's a good point that I didn't make earlier. But on all of my roasted root vegetables, I go 375 to 400 on the oven so that they get a little bit crispier and caramelized.
I have to say to you, there's nothing worse if your vegetable isn't crispy on the outside.
And 350, I feel like just steams them. It doesn't get hot
So
enough.
make it as hot as you really
375 to 400. If
And
you go
how long-
450, then you're going to start to get too hot, and you might scorch the outsides a
All
little
right,
bit.
I got you. So we don't need to soak the beetroot or anything like
No,
that?
I just wrap it in aluminum foil, olive oil, salt, and pepper, and let it roast until it's fork tender.
All right, thank you so much. If you want to find out this recipe and all the others that we do with this fine young lady, head over to wtvq.com/Midday Kentucky. Or of course, you can check out everything that Alison does over at Wild Time Cooking with the website up on the screen right now. We appreciate you, of course,
Thank
always.
you,
We'll be
always.
right back after this short break.